wealth with a poverty mindset. Okay. Hey, friend, welcome to A Talk with T. Today we're going to discuss the mindset shift required for financial prosperity. So I need you to grab your journal, get your pen, take some notes if you can, get your coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk about it. All right. But before we can talk about money and mindset, we got to understand a few things. All right. And there are a few things that will keep you from growing in any area of your life. All right. But poverty mindset, you got to understand a poverty mindset and where it comes from. Romans 12:2 says, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." What am I saying? Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That poverty mindset and where it comes from you looking around at your circumstances. That poverty mindset comes from, well, my mother only made minimum wage and I'm only going to make minimum wage, and nobody in my family has ever done anything successful. Nobody in my family has ever gone on to be anybody great. When you constantly look at your circumstances, you continue to take all of it in, 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 and you become a part of your surroundings. You become a product of your surroundings. You know why a lot of times when we live in urban areas and a lot of people get out, those that get out, they get out because they see themselves out. They get out because they decided that they would not be a part of what they're in right now. My television just cut on by itself, and I'm just going to keep going. I don't know what's going on here, okay? But that's another topic for another day. I just find it so strange, right? Like, it just really cut on by itself. Okay, because I had it off for a reason, because I didn't want anything playing in the background. But nevertheless, let's get back to that poverty mindset versus a kingdom wealth mindset. And part of it is just thinking you are only limited to the four walls of your community. Poverty mindset says, I can only go as far as my neighborhood would take me. That's a poverty mindset. That poverty mindset is just, I can't see myself going anywhere other than where I am right here. And until you can see yourself doing something different, then you'll never do anything different. And so a lot of that mindset, it comes from fear-based decisions. Timothy 1:7 said, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. What are fear-based decisions? Should I apply for that promotion? Oh, no, I'm not, because I'm not qualified. Should I go to this school? Oh, no, people like me don't go to that school. Should I go talk to this person who already has a business to ask them to mentor me perhaps? Oh, no, they ain't going to like me. Those are fear-based decisions. You're basing your decisions based off an outcome that you already got set in your mind. You already feel like the worst is going to come. So your decision to not move forward is because you're seeing everything happen in the negative. No, God didn't give us a spirit of fear. Like that scripture said, he gave us a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. So whatever it is that you choose to go after, wipe away all those excuses, because what that fear does, it builds excuses, and excuses build bridges to nowhere. Am I nervous every time I come and record, especially with doing this content that I'm doing now? Of course. But will I let it stop me? No. Do it anyway. Do it afraid. If your dreams are not making your knees buckle a little bit, then you're not dreaming big enough. Alrighty. So, and the last point is how identity affects your income. Proverbs 23:7 says, as a man think in his heart, so is he. Every time I come across this scripture, I think of my favorite quote from I'm sorry, but it's getting hot. I think of my favorite quote from Henry Ford. He says, either you think you can or you think you can't. Either way, you're right. So what is that saying? Because in your heart, you've identified yourself as somebody who can succeed. As a man think in his heart, in order to see something on the outside, in order to see that blessed business on the outside, in order to see you, in order to be in that big dream house, in order to make the 7 figures that you desire, you got to believe it here. You have to believe it in your heart. You have to know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You have to know that you are worthy of all good things. You have to know that people like you can be like them. Success is just not limited. Let me tell you something. God is not a respecter of persons, okay? Things don't just happen to people randomly. It happens because they believe. You ever heard a story of somebody who won the Mega Millions and they'll tell you, a lot of times they'll say this, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Get that feeling of good that you want for your life. As a man think in his heart, so is he. If you're thinking negative and downtrodden about yourself, then that's what you're going to be. If you're thinking that the scarcity and the lack that you've always experienced, that's what you will continue to be. No, you got to shake off that old man, and you got to know without a shadow of a doubt that I can have prosperity. And again, what is prosperity? It's nothing missing, nothing broken. It's health, wealth, love, success, and all that stuff, okay? It's not just limited to money, all righty? So thanks, friends, for hanging out with me today. I hope this resonated with you if you did hang out with me. So do me a favor. If it did resonate, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, go on ahead. It's free. It ain't going to cost you nothing. It ain't going to take away from your wealth, okay? And if you think this resonates with somebody else, then send the video to them. So I will talk with you all soon. Bye for now.